What's up, guys? Nick from the Average Biker Garage, back here with another episode of the Average Biker Podcast. Today's episode features last year's champion of the Wyld Stallions motorcycle build competition, Zack Jones. If you guys haven't seen the bike that Zack built last year, go look at it. Go find the latest issue of Thunder Roads magazine of Michigan, and he is on the cover of that magazine with the bike that he built last year. That bike is awesome. It was awesome to see in person. Awesome to compete against him, and he definitely deserved to win. The thing was sick. So I am super excited to see what he builds this year. If it's half as good as what he built last year, we're all in trouble. Before we jump into the episode, I want to give a shout out to one of the show sponsors, not the podcast show, but the build competition show. Benchmark Abrasives just came in today with an awesome prize package for whoever wins. It includes shirts, some flap discs. I don't know, there was like 8 things on there that Derek sent to me. Like a shield, I think. I don't know. A lot of cool shit. So they supplied us with cut-off wheels and flap disc last year, and they are stepping up again with a sweet prize package for the winner of the competition. So if you're out there and a fan of build competitions and stuff like that, please go support the sponsors like Benchmark Abrasives. You can check them out at benchmarkabrasives.com, I believe I was just looking at it. Yep. Okay, I was right. I will post a link down in the show notes to their website. And I don't know if they have an Instagram or Facebook. I know they got a website. I'll find out what all they have and link to it down in the show notes. So, all right, with that out of the way, here is today's episode featuring Zack Jones. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the reigning, defending Wyld Stallions motorcycle build competition champion, Mr. Zack Jones. I usually have other people introduce themselves, so go ahead and introduce yourself, name, age, location.
Yep, Zach Jones, 45, and Gaines, Michigan.
Gaines, where is that in relation to Owasso?
So be east of Owasso, about maybe southeast a little bit of Owasso, not too far, maybe half hour away or so.
So you're more over towards Detroit then?
Yeah, that way. I'm just west of Fenton, north of Linden.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I've
just
been
west of 23, south of like Flint and all that.
gotcha. Yeah, I've been looking for a sporty, and there's a bunch of them for sale up there around that area. So I've been trying to get familiar with the map a little bit.
There you go.
Um, So let's we'll start at the beginning. When did you get into motorcycles?
I guess been kind of like my whole life. I got my first bike when I was 7, dirt bike. Um, that ended up passing down to my little sister and my mom and dad. They used to race motocross in the 70s and 80s. So yeah, we just been a bike family our whole lives. Um, Harleys. My uncle had a shovel head back when I was a kid, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So yeah.
Your parents used to race motocross back in the 70s and 80s?
Yeah. I actually got Tanya, my old lady. You met her last year. She painted my dad's old dirt bike helmet from the 70s. That's the silver one that's in the magazine spread. It's a silver, just I don't even know what brand it is, but yeah, she painted some filigraphy and the shovel head motor on one side and 13 on the other side and customized it up. But yeah, that helmet's been around longer than I've been alive.
That's crazy. That's back then all the bikes were still all steel. Didn't have much plastic shit on them.
Oh yeah, no, it's steel gas tanks and you know weigh 400 pounds.
Right? Yeah, it's
But
crazy to
yeah,
see
back
how
then
far.
they said back then they'd just race for a new tire, or first place would get a tire or a gift certificate to whoever was sponsoring the gig or whatever. But
Some small local shop or whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Huh?
But yeah,
That's
that's where it
sweet.
started for me, man. 7 years old, riding a dirt bike.
Yeah. What was your first dirt bike?
The YZ80, and I was 7, and that thing scared the shit out of me on more than one occasion, man. It was way too fast for what I was my experience level at the time, but no, it was good, man. Taught me how to ride. So,
What year was the bike?
oh, I want to say like maybe a 74. It was steel gas tank still. It was older. I had the YZ80. I passed it down to my sister. So she had the YZ80. I had a Yamaha 100. My mom had a Yamaha 250 and my dad had the Yamaha 360. And it was cool cuz we went to last year at the Owasso show. There was one of each of those bikes there.
Really?
Yeah, somebody had a whole collection of all those old 70s Yamahas, and it was the spitting image of all 4 of those bikes. It was pretty cool. I took pictures of them all, and it was cool.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. I enjoyed walking around the show last year and just seeing all those old bikes.
Oh yeah, yeah, they had some really cool stuff there. It's always a good show. I've been there a few times before the competition. It was something we used to try and make every year.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good show. I like all that old stuff, man.
Yeah. No, I was really impressed with it last year.
Yeah, I thought they were saying that they were gonna last year was gonna be their last year. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah, sounds like they changed their minds on that. I think that was like the 19th year, and this is gonna be the 20th year or something.
Huh. Yeah. I'm not
I think. Don't quote me on it. I think that's what I'm remembering from last year. But yeah, good to see it's gonna still be around. So,
Yeah, for sure. So, what was your first street bike?
so when I turned 16, I traded a set of tires for a Yamaha Seka 400, 450 something. It was just a little Yamaha, and I rode the shit out of that thing, man. I rode it all over the place. And that was my first road bike.
Huh.
Nothing big though, nothing major, just something to get around on.
I started out on a Yamaha. I think it was an XS 650. I wish I still had it.
Yeah, I wish I still had mine too. It's a pretty cool old bike. To be nice to still have it. I still got my dad. My dad bought a Yamaha or a Honda Shadow 750 Ace Deluxe, brand new in '99. I still have that, and I bobbed it, but it's still for the most part pretty original. I just took some stuff off of it, put some different handlebars on it and stuff, exhaust and whatnot. And then I got my dad's first Harley, which was an '02 Electric Glide Standard. So it's definitely something that, keeping the bikes in the family and pass them down. My
Or
son's into it. He got his well, he's been riding dirt bikes since he was a kid, but he just graduated last year and I got him an old RM 125 two-stroke. I think it's like a '02, but rebuilt it, and yeah, that's his dirt bike, and it's pretty nice bike.
yeah, I can't remember who else was just on. One of the other builders was talking about they had started out on RM 125 and they really liked the Suzuki's.
Yeah, that's actually the first Suzuki I ever bought. I've always ridden Hondas and Yamahas in my dirt biking. Um, my old lady, she's got a '85 big wheel Honda 2-stroke, and then I got a 426 Yamaha that I'm riding now. That we all try and go trail riding as much as we can.
Jeez, how many bikes you got?
Running. One,
It doesn't
two,
matter if they're
three,
running.
4, 5. I got 6 running and 2 not. So eight or so right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Got a barn out back that call it the barn. It's just a little probably 3-car detached garage in the backyard. That it's my little workshop. I got a lift in there and a table in there and all my tools and stuff.
Nice.
Try and do all my own wrenching. You
Yeah.
saw last year. That was last year's chopper, the '78 lowrider. That was my first actual build. Something I did ground up.
Yeah. You
And
had never built a bike before that?
no, not a ground up like that. That was the first time I actually tore something all the way down, fabricated everything myself, put it all back together. That's the bike I've been building in my head, for forever. Just daydreaming about what my chopper would look like someday. So
Yeah.
it all came together pretty cool. I was pretty happy about it. There's a lot of buying parts and selling parts and trading and swapping and trying to get everything squared away. But it was cool. It was a good experience. That's pretty pumped to get into it again this year.
Yeah. Um so going back to last year, how did you hear about the build competition?
So one of my friends is good friends with Derek, and he knew I was building. I had been getting pieces together basically to start building this chopper, and he found out that Derek was having that competition. So that's why I was late to the competition last year. I don't think I got signed up until like maybe mid-March or something. So I missed like the first couple of interviews and whatnot. And then yeah, I just wanted to use it for an excuse, something to kick me in the ass and keep me motivated on building it. So it's not a project that sits there for years on end, never going anywhere.
Right.
So yeah, I was all about it last year.
And obviously you're coming back again this year defending your championship.
Defending the title. That's right. Yep. I was actually pretty surprised I won last year. The competition was pretty stiff. People's choice. I love the people's choice thing, It's not really what you or I think is cool. It's what, the people walking around. It's what they
Right.
vote on. So that's always my favorite, category to win is people's choice.
No, yeah, that's very cool. And that's so there was only 4 of us last year, and that's did Derek tell you the vote total tally?
I think he did. I think he said it was a couple hundred votes, and I think I had the majority
Oh,
of
well,
the overall vote, is what I remember him saying.
yeah, no, you had the majority. God, I can't remember. It was
Can't
two.
either. I think it was a couple hundred votes, and I had like half of them or so.
Yeah, I think it was pretty close to that. I know he told me I had like 68 and he had 70 something. And then yeah, so you would have had like 140 or whatever. And poor Terry, he
Wow.
had he had 2.
Yeah, too. Well, it's just I thought the competition was super stiff. Like I said, I didn't even really think I was gonna win. I honestly thought Derek's bike was a little
Yeah.
cleaner and more complete because I was scrambling at the end to get it together and just even get it finished. That was it was getting all that stuff together at the end and putting all the dotting the i's and crossing the t's and just figuring every little thing out. And yeah, it was tough at the end, but it was cool, man. Cool experience.
Yeah, I think there was 3 weeks before the show and I had a bare frame. Like I still that was it. I
Yeah,
had
we were still painting the frame on that thing, I think yeah, like you said, like 2 weeks before the show, when I was finally painting that frame and trying to work on final assembly and fabbing up all the little little stuff that you didn't foresee being an issue, when you're putting it all together. And I got lucky, man. The motor was freshly rebuilt. The guy wasn't pulling my leg when he sold it to me, so yeah, it was good. I rebuilt that trans myself.
How hard
Um,
is that to do on?
that 4-speed ratchet top, not too bad. Not too bad. Um, Not a whole lot going on in there. So pulled it apart, cleaned everything. There's some shim adjustments, if you want to move your gears around just a little bit. Just it was pretty well intact though. I pulled it apart. I think I had to shim first gear out a little bit or something, and it was minimal what I had to do. So it was nice. And then the guy that sold it to me said it was a brand new rebuilt motor, and I was gonna tear it down anyway because I didn't trust him, and I bore scoped it before I started tearing it down, and you could see top of the pistons were brand new. Crosshatch in the cylinder wall was brand new. It was, I mean, fresh rebuild. I don't even know if it had been started.
Huh. But that's always nice,
Yeah,
buy,
yeah, I was
buy
pumped.
buying shit like that. You're not 100% sure. You gotta go off what whoever tells you.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I just assumed, yeah, I'm gonna be rebuilding this, at least taking it apart. And but no, I was happy, man. I saved a bunch of money, didn't have to buy any gaskets or rebuild kit or nothing, and it was cool. Ended
Uh,
up firing right up. Runs
oh
good, runs strong.
hell yeah! Who built the frame?
I did.
You?
So I bought the original frame, motor, and trans, so that's all numbers matching. And then
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I was pumped about that. So I found it was a basket case, but it was all the matching numbers with a title. So originally I had a rigid frame that I was gonna put everything in, but then once I found matching numbers with everything, I just bought a kit and chopped the frame myself. So I wanted to keep those matching numbers, obviously, with the frame. But
Yeah.
yeah, did it myself. Fabbed most of that all myself. The handlebars, the fender. I think the only thing I bought was the gas tank. I bought it a swap meet, but I put like the fuel gauge on the side, and tried to trick it out a little bit so it wasn't just some stock tank. And then the old lady, she's a hell of an artist, so she painted the hell out of it, and yeah, ended up looking pretty good, man.
Yeah, she does photography too, right?
No, she's just artist. She does like
Oh,
murals and stuff, and then she paints like anything. She can look at anything and paint it on the side of a wall or on a gas tank, or it's pretty cool, man. She's pretty talented.
I don't. Oh, for some reason, I saw her walking around with a camera last year. I don't know.
Nope.
Maybe it
Oh,
was something else.
she might have been hanging out with her friend. Might have had the camera. What's that she did? Yeah, her friend had a camera she was walking around
Okay.
with.
Okay. That's what I was thinking of then. So your bike, it didn't just win the Wild Stallions thing, didn't you? Win another show? I
Yeah,
thought I
so
saw you.
I took it around a couple shows last year. Boomers does a show every week out in Waterford at the Shark Club. Um, and I won every week. He's got a couple different categories. I won the custom bike one week there, and then that qualifies you for his end of the year show. So then I took it to the end of the year show, and I won the overall custom, which is like a 5 foot tall trophy. It's
Oh,
pretty wild,
jeez.
man. Yeah. The trophy's taller than Boomer, so it was pretty cool. And then I went out to what was the one at Birch Run? Thunder Days of Thunder. Yeah, Days of Thunder. We did that one, and I took People's Choice on that one. And yeah, a couple trophies last year. I think 8 total
Damn.
trophies with it. Yeah, I was a trophy whore last year. Riding it around anywhere I could to try and get a trophy.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool experience. Yeah, scooters up in Flint. They had a couple shows. I won a trophy up there. Akron had a
At least,
show I won a trophy at.
yeah, I thought there was another one in the magazine that they were covering again. That's
That was the Days of Thunder.
was it?
Yep, that's the one up there in like Bertrand. What's the
Nice.
speedway? Is it Bertrand Speedway? Yeah, I think it was Bertrand Speedway. That was pretty cool. That was a good turnout. They had a bunch of stuff going on up there that day.
Hmm.
We'll probably do that show again. Thunder Roads magazine was up there. That RJ told me to go up to that one.
So, what are you planning for this year for the build competition?
So this year I've been putting parts together for a 76 Ironhead Sportster. I got the frame and stuff out of one deal, and then I was looking for a motor for it. Ended up finding a motor in Ohio. Went and picked that up. Supposedly freshly rebuilt again. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, here I'll show you the trophies here. We got this guy,
Oh
this one
shit!
here, got that one. Of course, we got the Stallion. We got that was Thunder Roads, and that guy there, and that guy there. So yeah, a couple of them, and then of course the Boomers trophy that's freaking 5 feet tall. But yeah, we're working on the Ironhead this year. Um, got most of the parts together. I'm gonna do the Flint swap here next week or whenever that is, and then I'm gonna do a booth at the Novi swap in March. Try and offload some stuff and pick up some new stuff. See what we can get
Gotcha.
going. So last year I built that was my personal bike, the 78 shovel. I'm building the 76 Ironhead for Tanya, for my old lady.
Oh
And
really?
yeah, it'll be for her. And I'm gonna let her pick out the tins and the stance, and she's gonna paint it all herself. So I'm pretty pumped, man. She's gonna blow my bike away. So I know we
Well,
got some stiff competition this year, but yeah, it'll be cool, man. I'm excited.
I was gonna say she knows that your reputation's on the line. You know, as the defending
Oh, damn right.
champion.
I'm gonna let her design it, but I'm gonna prove it.
Oh man, that's awesome. I think that's great that you all, you and the old lady and the kids all ride and or have motorcycles in common.
Yeah, it's a family affair over here for sure. It's in
That's
the
awesome.
blood.
How many kids you got?
Just the one.
Just the one?
One son. Yep. Yep. One son. Really proud of him. He's only 20 years old and he's got his own place, got his own career. Him and his girlfriend got they're looking for a house right now. So yeah, really proud.
Oh yeah. So he's older then. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I'm
So
45 and he's 20. So yeah, it's
so
been
next
an
year,
experience.
next year you're gonna build a bike for him then?
Yeah, I guess it'll be his turn, won't it?
He'll be 21, so hey,
There you go. Go bar hopping.
exactly. He'd be a father of the year too, collecting that trophy, in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
So you have a shop too, don't you?
Actually, I just been doing it in my barn.
Yeah.
I was trying to start a shop last year when I was doing the 78, and it just with my day job and my career, it's too much.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing it as it's just a hobby, really, for me now. wrenching, building, riding. That's what we do in our spare time.
Less assholes to deal with that way.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, if down the road someone saw the bike and wanted me to build them one, it's something I might do one-off stuff, one here and there type thing. But as far as starting a shop, it's just not in the cards right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes when you try and make your hobbies your job, they turn into a job and sucks the
That's
fun
it.
out of all that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've obviously competed in the competition last year, and you didn't have any issues, making time for family affairs and shit like that.
No,
So,
that's why I was scrambling so hard at the end.
oh yeah, was it?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I kept, I'll just work for an hour here, hour there, and then, oh crap, I only got a month left and 2 months
Yeah.
worth of work to do, so I better get my ass out there.
No, I totally understand it. Um, all right, man. Well, that's all I got for you. I appreciate you again. Sorry for all the last minute shit, and I still
You're
haven't
good.
found a bike to chop yet. So I'm trying to sell my truck and trying to sell a bunch of other stuff to get a little sporty around to chop up.
All right.
So
Well, I'll keep my eyes open if I hear anything.
yeah,
I'll
man.
shoot you a freaking message, and any leads I find, I'll swing them your way.
Yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, again,
All right.
sorry for being crazy and schedules conflicting and all that.
Oh no,
So
you're good, man. At least we got through it here.
yeah,
I wanted to say too, any of those guys building Shovelhead. I know I've been listening to the interviews. A couple other guys are doing shovels this year. If they need any parts or anything, you're trying to source stuff, yeah, hit me up. I'm all about working together and making sure we got some awesome bikes out there this year.
hell yeah, and that'll lighten the load on the way to the Flint swap meet too, right?
Yeah, damn right.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate it. I thank you for your time and look forward to seeing you again this year.
All right, sounds good, man. Good luck.
All right, later, bud.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
All
See
right,
you,
we'll see
man.
you, buddy.